Pre-flight. Okay, pending fuel pressure, everything else is passing. All right, yeah, they don't have it. Okay, flight control, summary. Okay, yeah, they don't have that. Okay, so let's go to performance. Let's go to takeoff data. Let's go flight plan. All right, that's good. Let's go to weather. Let's load weather from the METAR. Use RAT for real outside temperature. Let's go to runway. That's good. Takeoff configuration. Use defaults. All right, takeoff data. Check flaps. It's fine. Accept takeoff speeds. So now our takeoff speed should be, they should be showing up here now. Once we get everything rolling. So accept takeoff speeds. That's good. Let's go home. Let's go back to performance. Let's go to speed bugs. Okay, they're all on. And last thing is flap speeds. All right, very good. So we are pretty much all set up right now. We already did the weight and the fuel. So let's go ahead and turn our engines on. Oh, I don't need to back up anywhere. We can just take right off. And where is runway 30 again? It's right there on the side of us there, I believe. I think it's right up there. You know what? We do need to back up, actually. Let me turn the ATC on. Shit. I really didn't want to talk to them. Ground services. Push back. Let's remove the parking brake. Let's put bearing 2 on FMS. Yeah, once we get backed up, then I'll go ahead and turn the engines on. Wow, the altimeter is 30.61. Jesus. That is a lot of pressure. Wow. I'm looking at the METAR for Edmonton right now. That is crazy. Oh, I think I got us going the wrong way. Gear disagree. Left, right, neutral. What? All right, let's we can at least get one of these engines started here. Actually, let me make sure he pushes us back to the left. All right, so let's go ahead and open that. Let's push this button here. Let's let the engine spool up a little bit. And let's go ahead and hold this starter button in.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
What?
Landing gear. 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 Landing
What happened to our landing gear?
Landing gear. 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 Landing gear.
What the hell is going on?
Landing gear. 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 Landing gear.
Ay, ay, ay.
Landing gear.
Hey man, I might have to restart.
Landing gear. 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 Landing gear.
Yeah, let me restart. I don't know what the hell happened. Landing gear went away. Let me restart. Let me send this message to my son. Of course, your account is still going to be active for him until the request we did tonight is put through, which takes 1 to 3 business days. As soon as you get that email saying you can change your password, he will no longer have access at that point. All right, let's do this again. I don't know what the hell happened. That was weird. All right, departure and fly. Oh, you know what? Maybe I hit the wrong button because I wasn't thinking. I think that's what happened, actually. My bad. I think I hit the landing gear button instead of the parking brake button. All right, we'll do things a little quicker this time around. All right, let's change the time. All right, let's go ahead and get rid of this deal here. Let's go ahead and put the 2 battery switches on. Let's put our APU on. And let's put our anti-collision lights on. And let's arm the emergency lights. All right, as soon as the FMS is aligned, we will go ahead and enter our flight plan in. And we'll do it again. We'll do it quickly. Sorry about all that. All right, let's go to flight plan. Let's go to CYEG. Enter. Let's go to CYVR. APU just kicked on. I can hear the air now. All right, procedure. Let's go to departure. And we are doing this MIPOT. Let's click load. Let's go back to procedure. Let's click arrival. That's all good, but we're doing runway 8 right. Let's click load. And the last procedure is our approach. ILS 8 right. Let's go TAVP. And our minimums are 100. Let's load this. All right, very good. Let's go up. Actually, let's erase this manual sequence here. That's kind of like a vector. right, let's add our, and let's get rid of this manual sequence as well. All right, let's add a waypoint in, and this one is KAXET. Yeah, the navigation system doesn't register those manual sequences. It doesn't really understand what they are. So if you have one of those in your flight plan, more than likely it's going to throw off the whole navigation system once it gets there. It's not going to know where to turn or what to do next. So if you have one of those, just do yourself a favor and just erase it. All right, Elks, load airway, Q949 to VIDRI, load airway. Very good. Now we're done adding waypoints. Let's go up here to, I guess we'll do 43,000 here. 430, click enter. And let's see. No, it doesn't show up there either. All right, let's get rid of that altitude constraint then there, and we'll do it on the actual route. All right, let's do CAXET. We'll do 43,000. 430. Let's click enter. Let's do that. All right, very good. For the rest of our FMS entry, I want to do it with the engines running. So let's back up first. We'll make sure we click the right button on the controller. All right. Nope. Ground services. Ground. No. Where is pushback? I want to go to the left. All right. Park and brake is off. And let's go ahead and turn on one of these engines. So there's a little cover over top of this button. Let's open that cover up. Let's push that button in. And then we're just going to hold this button in until the engine starts. And we can hear it starting to kick on. There we go. Let's go full screen here. All right, let's click pushback stop. Let's put the park and brake back on. Let's go ahead and start the other engine up. So for this one, you just open up this cover here, push this button to, to start everything up, and just hold this button in until you hear the engine starting to kick on. I think that's good. Yeah, very good. All right, let's go ahead under performance. Let's set our takeoff data. So there's our origin. Let's load weather from the METAR, use real outside air temperature, runway, takeoff config, that's all good. Total, oh, we didn't do our takeoff weight yet. Let's go to weight and fuel. Let's go to payload. Let's do like 250 pounds, I guess. Let's go to takeoff, sync with the forward operating base. Landing, we don't need that yet. But now we can go back to performance. We can go back to takeoff data now, and now we can go ahead to takeoff data and accept our takeoff speeds. So from there, now you want to go to performance again and make sure the speed bugs are all on. So that is all very good there. Traffic, weather, we don't really need to do anything with that. If you want to look at, some systems, here we can set our cockpit pressure, we can look at the cabin pressure, we can take care of some exterior lights, we'll leave all those on normal. Propulsion, we can look at engine displays, display engine digits too. I mean, there's electrical, you can pull up some info on the screens here if you want to see some other kind of info, like if you want to have the map up on this screen here and then have like the hydraulics on this page, or fuel, or anti-ice, if whatever you want to see, you can bring up on that screen. Flight summary. So I don't really ever bring that kind of stuff up because nothing really seems to ever go wrong with this airplane. So I'm just going to click on map, and I'm going to click on this full button here for full screen. All right, we have a couple of CAS warnings here. One of them says no standby data. So we have this standby power button. We need just to turn that on. That'll get rid of that. And the last thing here we need to do is make sure this yellow goes away. So let's go ahead and change our trim, takeoff, and now we are good. Now we have no constraints to get to 43,000 feet today, so let's just go ahead and plug in 43,000 feet, but first we need to plug in our altimeter. According to Navigraph, it's a lot of pressure today. It's 30.61. Now that doesn't change the center one automatically, so this one we have to change as well. And what we can do, actually, let's turn on our flight director. And oh good, it does have a quick where it goes up by thousands at a time. All right, so push for fine. So let's push that in and change this to 43,000. Very good. All right, let's taxi out of here and get rolling. So let's click our taxi lights. Everything else is good. We got all of that. Secondary trim. Let's turn that on. And okay, stabilizer's okay. That's okay. All of this is okay. We'll turn off the APU as we get a little closer to takeoff. Everything else looks fine. Let's put some flaps down. Takeoff. All right, very good. Let's release the parking brake. And let's set our speed bearing number 2. Let's set that for FMS. Speed bugs are already on. Very good. All right, let's get out of here. I'm not really bothered by using any ATC today. I don't really care about using them or not tonight. Sorry about the stream starting so late today. That wasn't my intention. I really wasn't planning on having to, call PlayStation tonight. And feel bad for the kid, but can't be giving out info online. I mean, even if you think you know the person, it's still somebody you just chat with online. Like you guys, some of you get comfortable talking to me, which is great. I mean, I enjoy chatting with you guys online, but like, it would never get to the point like where I would like sit there and like try to get me to, you know, give me your last four of your social. Like, what's your password that you use to get onto, you know, Xbox simulator? And like, yeah, man, those people that ask for that kind of stuff are bad news. Just don't give that shit to them. Just tell them to pound sand. So this is a pretty straightforward flight. I looked online off and on today for flights with the longitude, like real flights, but I just didn't see any that I liked. So I always enjoy flying over this part of Canada because of the mountains, and I just think Western Canada is really pretty. It's not an overly long trip. It's only 400 and some miles, so, you know, that should go by pretty quickly. All right, let's, once we get up here, we can get ready for takeoff. The heads-up display doesn't work on this airplane. It doesn't even, you can't even put it down, so. All right. All right, here's our runway here. Let's slow down a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and put our brake back on. Yes, I know, lady. Jesus, shut up. We know. I know, I put the brake on. All right, let's put our landing lights on. And I guess that's about it. All right, let's put our nav lights on. I mean our... Okay, Jesus Christ, lady. All right, let's click nav. And flight level control for... Hang on, we're just going to have to listen to her for a second. Let me look at the speed bugs real quick. V2 is 128. Okay. Alright, and we can click on VNAV also, I guess. Now I'm not going to use VNAV for takeoff right yet. We'll just leave it on flight management system, and if I need to adjust something myself, I will. Alright, let's get out of here. This is one of my favorite planes to fly. I love flying this plane. I think it's such a cool looking plane. No takeoff. No takeoff. No takeoff. No takeoff. All right, let's get to it. Let's click some throttle. Let's not give it too much. We don't want to put our engines in the red. You can see our N1 says takeoff, so that's good. We're almost at takeoff speed. All right, let's go nose up. All right. Let's put our gear up. Let's put our flaps up momentarily. All right, we can put our flaps up. Alright, let's pitch down just a little bit so we can get our speed up a bit more. And then once we get closer to 200, then we're going to click on the autopilot and flight management control, or flight level control actually. And that'll take us up to our altitude. So let's go ahead and click on flight level control, and we can click our autopilot on. And it's actually 250. Alright. Alright, we'll put on VNAV too. So now we're all set. The only thing we need to really just pay attention to at this point is just our engine info here. Want to make sure that the ITT is not doesn't get too high. I want to make sure that our engine torque is not, doesn't get out of hand. Let's put our map out a little bit. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and turn off the landing and taxi lights. And we'll leave the rest of these lights on. Huh? What? I texted you back. Yes, Gavin. They're going to be on your account until you get that email from PlayStation saying to reset your password. Yeah, I texted you back like right after you texted me. Obviously. Alright, what's our outside air temperature? -7. Alright, let's put on some anti-ice. Anti-ice is over here. Alright, let's put on some anti-ice. I guess it's 18,000 for the transition height, I guess. Let me see here. Does it follow regular USA rules? Yeah, 18,000 is the actual transition as well. All right, very good. So we should get ready to transition to regular altitude. All right, we got anti-ice on. Turn that off and see what it looks like. All right, let's go to standard pressure. And let's turn off the anti-ice stuff and see what. Yeah, I don't see really a difference with any kind of temperature. Turn off the pitot heat. Yeah, I don't really see a difference with anything. Let's give it a couple of minutes and see what happens. Wake up, little Susie, wake up. So that's at 9 degrees, 8 degrees, our wingtips. Now let's see if I put on the pitot, if that does anything. nothing for there, but let's put it on the wings. Very interesting. That is pretty cool. Alright, let's turn all that shit off. Well, actually, we can leave the pitot on, but let's turn off the APU and let's turn off that anti-ice screen, because we're well below the icing threshold. I mean, Jesus, like, we're well below it. Alright, let's go home and click on map and full screen. Alright, so we got 54 minutes until we need to be at flight level 21,000. That's fine. We'll continue up to 43,000. Wow, that's spicy. Wow. I doctored up a couple of jars of sauce to make them more spicy, and wow, I did a good job. That is some spicy sauce. Usually use this sauce from either Muti or from Rayo. It's called arrabbiata sauce, and it's really good. But it's really expensive. It's like $8 for a jar of it. So I said I know how to make spicy sauce. I used to make it when I worked in restaurants. So I bought a couple of jars of Prego. And the way we usually eat pasta here is, you know, we eat them with meatballs. So I took 2 jars of sauce and the meatballs, and I cooked the meatballs in the sauce. I browned the meatballs first, you know, in a skillet. Brown the meatballs with a little bit of olive oil and a little bit of garlic and shallot. Brown them and then put them in the sauce, in the gravy, and let the gravy cook it. But I have some really good paprika from Morocco that my mom picked up when she went to Morocco. And paprika with red chili flakes. Those two mixed together do a good job. So I use salt, pepper, basil, oregano, red chili flakes, Moroccan paprika, and a little bit of sugar. A little bit of sugar to cut down the heat. And I'm telling you, man, once that was mixed up and it sat and everything started blending together, man, that is good sauce, man. That's some good gravy. Some marinara gravy. All right, we're pretty good actually. Why has it got the flight path? Blah blah blah. Why is there the flight path angle at 1.5? That I don't like. Let's see here. VNAV. Ah, let's put that down to a -3. 0. 21 vertical feet per minute. What's 2.5 look like? Yeah, that's not bad. 250, because I don't think we have. Oh, we do have some speed brakes. Yeah, we'll do 250, I guess. Oh, it has 3.0 here. Alright, well, let's do 3.0 then. If that's what it has in our system already, let's just choose that. So, alright, so 3.0 is on game again. And, yep, and cruise 310 or Mach 0.82. Alright, that all looks good. Alright, we can actually. Well, our climb levers are okay. Our N1 is still okay. Let's check on our engines actually. Hydraulic, electrical, anti-ice, bleed. Yeah, everything looks okay. Relative motion vector, okay. Weather. Yep, all that is okay. Alright, let's go back to map. Let's go full screen. Sir, you're all good. We should be hitting some mountains here pretty soon. I think I took us over mountains. Yeah, we don't really. Well, yeah, we should actually be hitting some mountains. Let's see what waypoint we're getting ready to hit. Urpucks. Yeah, once we get past Urpucks, it's pretty much all mountains. Mountains and rivers for the rest of our trip. And then we go out over the little bay here. And then we make a big U-turn and we come back and we land. You know, this part of Canada actually that we're flying to, and it kind of looks like that the part that we do for the bush trips. Party, British Columbia. Cat 4. Falcon Beach, British Columbia, North Cowichan. Yeah, I think this is part of the same area. Oh, it is. That's because we do Vancouver Island. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Now I remember. Yep, there's our mountains starting to come into play. Yeah, this plane usually does a pretty good job of VNAV and, you know, descending when it needs to, as long as everything is programmed correctly. The plane does a pretty good job of following, you know, what you want it to do. If I'm not with you, I lose my mind. Keep aside. don't think there's anything wrong with it. Middle-aged guy singing Britney Spears. Do you think there's something wrong with that? Am I a little messed up? Dave, the singer in my band when I was younger, he had Britney tattooed on the inside of his lip. He did. He used to pull his lip down and it would say Britney, like, right? I was like, oh, like, not that it's Britney's name, but like, man, how could you sit there and get the inside of your lip tattooed? Ugh. That shit is crazy. So that shit is crazy. Cause you know I still believe. Yeah, when we start descending, go ahead and make sure you got the right course programmed in and the right frequency and all that. I'm pretty sure it's got the right frequency already, because usually when you program the approach procedure, usually if there's a frequency associated with it, this plane will auto-tune that frequency. Yep, this plane is all about auto-tuning. I wonder what the wind is up here. Okay, guys. ASMR time. Let's put some wind over here. There we go. Yep. Horizon. Okay. Alright, wind option. That's number 1. Wow, 55. Jesus. Wind option number 2. 287 Bob. 55 knots. That is some freaky wind. Alright, let's do it this way. 47. To the left. 28 headwind. Alright. Yes. Meters. Okay. I don't really care about SVT terrain. SVT! SVT shows the real ground. Right here, see, look. SVT. Oh, yeah. Oh, SVT. I guess we can leave it on. Let's see if it kills our screens. Alright, we're still climbing. We haven't given up yet on getting to 43,000 feet. We're almost there. Almost there. What's your password? I'm gonna give you all kinds of free stuff for Fortnite. Oh, you need my password? No problem. I'm gonna give you. You need the IP address too? Okay. And the DNS server? Okay. I'm sorry, what'd you ask me? What's my pet's name? Yeah, no problem. And what'd you say? The first school I went to? Oh yeah, I remember that. Your first concert. Alright, we are almost at our cruising altitude. Once we get to our cruising altitude, once we get to our cruising altitude, I'll go ahead and I'm going to switch into heading mode and switch our CDI source and just make sure we got the right course and the right frequency in for our landing tonight. Alright, VALTS, that means we're in our altitude. Alright, very good. Let's drop our thrusters just a little bit. Now this mode that it says here, N1 percentage climb, a lot of airplanes, when you lower the thrusters, it'll change from like climb to cruise, or it'll go from cruise to climb, or not this airplane. This airplane specifically stays in whatever mode is in our flight plan. So like right now, we're flying from here to here. This is still the climb mode. See if we click on it. It should say climb. Actually, oh, you know what? We're not at runway yet. Never mind. Hang on a second. Let's go back. Burpucks should say it here. We can go back. Let's see. No, it won't let us click on it. Well, anyways, if we were able to click on this waypoint here, it would still show us as being in, in climb mode. So, all right, let's go ahead and we already clicked heading. So let's come down here. Let's click FMS source. Let's click and make that localizer 1. We need to be at 83. So let's go ahead and click heading mode. And let's change our course to 83. Alright, very good. And let's go, we might as well just do localizer 2 also. So let's change that as well. Let's come over here and let's put this on 83 as well. Come on, there we go. Alright, 83. Alright, very good. So those are both set now. Let's go back to FMS. And let's click nav again. That puts us back in FMS mode. We got about 26 minutes till we need to start descending. That's all good. Let's go and check our frequency as well. So that should already be set 109.5. So let's go to audio and radios. Yeah, see, it already has 109.5. If you did want to change one of these frequencies, just click on the box, plug in what you want, and then click transfer. And then it'll make that the active frequency. If you want to plug it in and store it for later, plug it in, click transfer, then click transfer again, and it'll store it, you know, back like in this blue box here, and then you can make it active later if you want to. And then you can control the volume of the beep beeps right from here. And if you want to turn the beep beeps on, so you know when you're getting close to it, audibly you'll hear it, you can just click this button, and when you're within a certain radius of that localizer, you'll start hearing the beeps on the audio system. Alright, so let's go there, and let's do bearing. We'll do nav 1. Now we can set up our landing. Let's go ahead and do that now. So let's go to home. Let's go to performance. Let's go to landing data. Alright, source is current. No need to load emergency return. Let's click weather. Load that. And runway is elevation is 984 is the heading. We don't need to reload it. Landing configuration. Landing flaps full. Engine anti-ice on or off. Ooh, that's a good question. That actually is. Let's see. It's limited instrument flight rules right now, so like there's no VFR rules right now, and it is -1 with light snow. Ooh. Let's see here. Let's put wet, and we will put anti-ice on. Auto throttle will be off, and alright, so there we go. 113, I'm sorry, 131. VRF is 119 and it's 131. So let's go back home, let's go to performance, let's go to speed bugs. And now we can always change these values. Just click on the box, and then you can input what you want, and then that'll change it if you wanted to change it. All right, very good. Wow, look at the mountains. That's so cool. It looked like my screen is frozen. Let me refresh this here screen and see what. Looked like my restream.io is frozen. Hopefully nobody was chatting, because I wouldn't have seen it. I think we're okay now. Let me just check on the two websites here. If somebody was chatting, I wouldn't have seen it. My screen was frozen, son. Frozen. My channel, 2 followers. But man, 2 or 2. Alright, 2 followers, that's fine. Welcome. Welcome, one and all. Alright. Yeah, anybody that sent a chat out recently, I wouldn't have seen it. Some reason Restream.io just decided to freeze up and not show anything, so hopefully it won't freeze for the rest of the flight tonight. Let me show you the best damn candy bar in the world. I don't know if y'all ready to see it. Should I show it to you? Let me show it to you. It doesn't have to be this size, but it has to be this candy bar. Now this candy bar used to take me about 3 seconds to eat. Now it takes me about 3 days because I like to spread it out over time because it's 3 servings. And me being, you know, the exquisite and exceptional physical fitness that I, you know, have amassed myself to become, I don't want to eat it too quick. I'd rather take my time. So, but this is it right here. It's called Whoosy What's It. Now, if y'all don't know about this candy bar, you need to get down on some of this because this is the bomb shit right here. The whatchamacallit is what this is based off of from Hershey's, but this is called the Whoosy What's It. And this shit is bombing. It's got chocolatey crisps, and a peanut butter candy bar all mixed up into one thing. And I'm telling you, man, this shit is... that shit's next level. You don't know about this, man. That's a next level candy bar right there. Next level candy. Okay. I'm gonna turn off the SVT because that makes me nervous. Makes me nervous that the screen's gonna, you know, crap out. So, plus we don't have any options anyways with it, like, you know. Single queue, deal queue, ideal queue, super cute, super cool. What does dull mean? What is dull? What does it mean? Oh my god. Single queue, super cute. Oh yeah. Oh wait a minute. Let me see that. Do I like the plus sign or do I like the arrow? Ooh, that's interesting. Because I've always liked this better. It makes me think I'm like on a target, like getting ready to open fire. I guess I'll leave it on single. It's like super killer. It's like super cute and super killer. Alright, so we got about 17 minutes to go until we need to start descending it. I guess we can go double speed. I don't know, I've just been kind of having fun just rambling tonight. just talking some bullshit. Hey man, let's see what else I can show you. What other good shit can I show you? This right here, if y'all know about this, these called pop corners. Oh, I didn't start a new stream. This is still the same stream as before. If you don't know about these pop corners, you need to get down on some of these. These things are some of the best crunchy type stuffs I've ever eaten. And it's like carnival popcorn smashed into like the size of a Dorito, and there's like almost no fat, almost no calories. There's like no sugar. There's really no nothing in it. It's pretty much just a popcorn chip. But this shit is banging, and it tastes so good. No, I didn't start a new stream. All I did was refresh the restream IO, but no, I didn't restart a new stream. It's still the same one. I had to restart the airplane. But it's still the same stream. Yeah, I put the landing gear up by accident while I was still parked, and it threw off the whole airplane. Oh yeah, autopilot's definitely on. Oh yeah, autopilot's gonna be on for a little bit longer. Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah, I usually have it on autopilot when I'm 40-some thousand feet in the air. Yep. Yeah, we're gonna be descending here pretty soon. But no, this is still the same stream. I didn't change anything. All I did was just I had to go restart the airplane again, but yeah, man. Gonna go for Lupla Part 3 tomorrow. Right, because I had the crash. I had the crash, I had the redemption, and then tomorrow will be Part 3. So crash, redemption, Cessna. Yep. What's our wind speed? Man, it's still 36 to 26. Golly. We got about 14 minutes left until our top of descent. Oh shit, what did I click on? Power. Oh, power reserves. Alright, let's plug in 21,000. And we're already in VNAV mode. So let's go ahead and speed up just a little bit. Yeah, autopilot. I turned it off for, it's on again, but I had to turn it off for a couple of minutes to gain control of the airplane again. Alright, we're going to be starting our descent here in a minute or two. You can see it's right there. Now I turned the speed down a little bit on the descent. It's supposed to be 300 and 0.8. I have it down to 250 and 0.76. If it needs to be tweaked, we can tweak it, but I think 300 and 0.8 is pretty fast. Alright, so we got less than a minute left. We have 21,000 and then 14. And then 14. So let's put this at. Alright, well, we can leave that over there. There's no reason to mess with that. Alright, top of descent's coming up. Once we start descending, we'll turn the engines down a bit. Alright, there we go. Let's pull our throttle back a little bit. Huh. Alright, looks like 0.8 is the right number, actually. Let's go back to... and let's plug in what our system says we should have. So let's... Alright, so that's that. Now, if you notice, our landing speeds have been steadily going down a little bit. I believe that's because we're dropping in weight, so we're burning fuel. So, you know, our approach and our reference looks like they are dropping in speed. So that's good. So our transition here, it's still 18,000, I believe. It's still 18,000. Alright, Canuck 5. Let's see here. Runways 8. Left and right, and 13. So we got Vidru. Looks like we're headed to booth right now. Excellent. Very good. Making good. We're doing good with our descent. We are going too slow. Let's speed up a bit. Yeah, because even at 0.76, we're still well below that right now. I mean, I put us back to 0.8, but we're still well below both of those right now. We should be like 270, I would think like 270 up here. Or more, I guess. What's the outside air temperature? Minus 29, minus 52, minus 4. All right. All right, we can slow down a little bit now. So I don't care about being at 0.80 specifically or at 300. I just want to be in that area. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder what that 180 is right there. If you notice, it says 300 knots now because we went under 30,000 feet. So now we're like officially like out of knots. I'm sorry, out of Mach numbers once you go under 30,000 feet and you start going back to, knots or kilometers per hour or whatever, you're using. All right, how long do we have till? So we got 2 minutes to booth and then about a second. All right, let's go down to 18.5. That's something I like to do with pretty much every airplane that I'm in. I like to tune the descent altitude as we're going down. I like to do it in steps so I can see it on the map. This airplane's a little different because it has them all lined up like nice and neatly, but I still like doing it how I just did it, where I had 21,000 in. That's in blue. That's part of our flight plan, and then this is a suggested altitude here to flight level 185, but that's what I still plugged in, 185. You can see right there, 185. Alright, VivTev, stave, and then Lonnie, we need to be at 14,000. That should be the next one after stave. Oh, got some clouds. Oh yeah. Yep, there's Lonnie. So let's put in 14,000 there. Gotta get ready and put on regular pressure. Let's see here. We're at 21.3. According to SimBrief, I'm sorry, according to Navigraph, it's 30.15. Let's go ahead and turn that down so when we get there we can just push enter and it'll flip us over automatically. So 30.15. I don't know what this 210 means. Like, is that our... That can't be like our ground speed. I don't know what that means. Oh, I know what that is now. I'm such an idiot. It's for the horizon indicator here. Like, if we were to turn, this would be 240 over here. If we were to turn, this would be 210. Oh, boy, I'm a smart one. Alright, and then Basra, we need to be at 10,000, so let's put ourselves down to 10,000. Alright, I think we're okay to put standard pressure away for the rest of the trip. So let's put on 30.15. Alright, and we got 8,000 after that, so let's go to 8,000. You know, let's go into VS mode because this VNAV system is not doing a very good job. Let's turn VNAV off. And we'll just descend ourselves down. We won't use VNAV for the rest of the foreseeable future here. We'll just use flight management system and VS. Whoa, we got some big clouds. Look at them. Look at them big old boys. We're getting ready to go right up the gut. Yeah, see, we're doing okay. We needed to be between 10 and 14,000 feet at this waypoint, and we're going to be there. I don't know why our system had us nosediving the way it did. Oh well, we'll just stay in this mode, and we'll just do heading, and we'll stay out of VNAV for the rest of the trip. got CBUG, that's 8,000. After that, it's Applex, and that is 5,000. You know, I could probably do, once we make our next turn, I'm just going to go into heading mode. Yeah, once we make our next turn, I'm just going to go into heading mode. And then we'll flip to our CDI to the, to nav1, and then, we'll work on capturing the glide scope and a localizer at that point and just land. And then we have VIN-low, and that's 3,000. So let's go down to 3,000. And let's go down. I don't know, does he have us at 210 knots here? Let's see. Applex, VIN-low, yeah, they do have us at 210. Okay, we can leave that in. All right, very good. I was checking to see if our system has us at the right speed for this waypoint, but it does. So we can leave that, we'll leave that alone, so. Boy, this is a clusterfuck up here today in Vancouver. Look at all these clouds and shit. I wish we had a working weather system in this airplane so we could kind of get a good gauge on what we're looking at here. Yeah, I don't think we're turning. Well, you know what? We might actually. No, we're going out to VIN-low and then we're turning. All right, let's go into heading mode. So let's sync our heading. Let's go heading mode. And let's flip our nav source. Let's update our landing data again, just to make sure that's all kosher still. Let's go to aircraft. Oops. Let's go to performance. Landing. Okay, that's all right. Anti-ice. Yeah, okay. Okay. So V approach and V reference. All right, very good. And let's see here. We have flap speeds. So 200 for gear and 160 for 2, and 140 is full. So 200, 160, 140. All right, let's start slowing our roll. All right, IVR, yep, that's picking up the correct frequency here. It says nav1 IVR, 7.2 miles out, so that's all good stuff. Let's put on our landing lights. All right, we need to drop some more speed here. All right, let's start turning. Click on our approach button. All right, glide scope is starting to show up here. I never did adjust that other altimeter here, so I just did that. We're still at 30.15. We should be, hang on a second. We should be getting ready to pick up that localizer any minute. Yeah, so let me put the cap back on this thing. And then we will continue with our regularly scheduled programming. There we go. Sir. Still need to slow down though. All right, localizer is captured. Now the localizer is not captured now. Of course not. All right, now it's captured again. Let's put our landing gear down and our first set of flaps down. Glide scope is now captured as well. Wow, we cannot see a damn thing. Look at this. Wow. We're still holding that 128 for our approach speed tonight. All right, we can put our next set of flaps down. $140. Look at this. Good Lord. Can't see a damn thing. You guys seeing this? This shit is crazy. It shouldn't say, oh, it does say IFR now, okay. Because for a long time it was saying, like, limited IFR. Yeah, it is saying IFR now. Alright, the altimeter went down by a tenth of a point, so let's make that correction. And you can see snowstorm. Let's put all our ice protection on. Slow down a little bit. Alright, we are almost on ground. We're a little bit faster than our approach speed, but it's okay. We should be at 128, 130 by the time we start landing. That's crazy that we're like 3 miles from the airport and we can't even see the ground or anything. Man, Vancouver is crazy. Just gotta trust our equipment. Trust that we're lining up on the right runway and there's the runway. Alright, we are here. What does that say? Oh, I know the PS button's on, dork. No shit. I know it's on because I turned it on. Alright, well, we are here, my friends. We are here in Vancouver, and the frame rate is devilish. It's not very good. So, anyways, that's about it. I think we're good. Right? We landed. Should we go taxi real quick and let's see where it puts our gate at? Let's see. Taxi to parking. No, it only put us like 8 kilometer, like less than a half a mile. Let's go ahead and taxi over there. Yeah, why is this thing taking me to the right so much? Jesus Christ. I can barely turn to the left. I tell you, man, if you've seen my episodes lately, you've seen I've been having some major issues like turning the airplane lately. Like it just keeps on wanting to go over to one side, and it's strange. Look at that. I can barely get this thing to go over to the right. If you see, I got both the trigger pulled all the way down and the thumbstick. I don't think we're gonna be able to get over to that gate. Let's see. Come on, you can do it. You need to make that turn, boy. Make that turn. Make it. Make it turn, boy. Make it turn, boy. You got it. You do. You do. You do. Yes. It can't be a nose wheel steering problem, or maybe it could be, actually. I've never needed to turn nose wheel steering on before. Oops. All right, good. Now it doesn't want to. Come on. This is a good lesson on how not to taxi your plane. Just whatever I did tonight after we landed, just do the opposite. Other than contacting the ground to get our clearance. After we contacted them, just do the opposite of what I did. This is how not to train your airplane. Well, everything is turning okay now. Maybe I need to hit that switch, so. All right, now we're good. Now you can do what I do. We're a little fast, but that's all right. It's just a simulator. I can't believe, like, they must be getting a hell of a snowstorm in Vancouver right now for us to have had that kind of landing. Like, that's got to be a hell of a snowstorm they're having up there right now. All right, let's see. Do we got our Giga Chad? Not our Giga Chad. This our party boy. Like they used to have in Bam Margera's show. They used to have party boy. Is it Chris Pontius? Isn't he party boy? He'd be going to clubs wearing nothing but like a silver bow tie and like Speedos. He'd be dancing around, dancing on people and shit like that. It's funny. His name was Party Boy. Oh, I think I see our dude. Yep, sure do. Glow sticks, glow sticks, glow sticks, glow sticks, glow sticks. Alright, we can come straight on in. Come on, airplane. Cross your sticks, cross your sticks, cross your sticks. Cross your sticks. Put the parking brake on.
No takeoff. No takeoff.
No shit,
takeoff.
lady.
No takeoff. 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 No takeoff.
Alright, let's put the APU back on. Let's turn that off. Turn the engines off. Let's turn these lights off. I don't think we have a door for the side of the electrical, interior, generator, batteries. Yeah, we don't have it. All right, we can turn off the APU now. We don't need that, and let's turn off the batteries. All right, we did it. We did it. It wasn't the most graceful of flights at times, but nonetheless, we did it. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you learned something from it. If you did, great. If not, hey, you know, it is what it is. I can only, all I can do is try, and you know, and just rap to you all the way out. You know, the way I want to be talked to when I was watching these flights. I wished I had somebody like me making videos when I was learning how to fly planes and shit. Like I wish there was somebody that explained things the way that I needed to hear it and all that shit. But anyways, you know what I'm saying? If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Please click that like button. If you didn't like it, please still hit those two buttons. Either way, I would certainly appreciate it. And that's about it, my friends. I will definitely be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. Starting a new job in about a week, so there's a good chance I'll be doing something tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow morning. It's a good chance of that. Very good chance. And I do have a request from good old Kobe to fly that Cessna 172 to Lukla Airport near the base of Mount Everest. So we're going to be doing that. And that's it, my friends. I will see y'all tomorrow on the next episode of the Airplane Show. This is Greg from All About Aviation 219 signing off, saying be good to each other. Certainly be good to me. Do that thing I want you all to do. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that thumbs up. Help me get that algorithm on my side. Yes, sir. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a blessed one, and see ya.